Colorado, Wyoming, and parts of Utah as well. Look to be getting some snow, potentially heavy snow here tonight and into tomorrow, starting this afternoon. And I'm going to quickly go over the forecast totals here from the National Weather Service, as well as the timing and impacts next. So as far as snowfall totals out west here, we're going to go from north to south here from the local National Weather Service offices. So this is the latest as of 12 a.m. this morning, 12:16 Mountain Daylight, which is 2 a.m. It's 3:30 a.m. here Eastern. So an hour ago. So the highest totals up in the Wyoming area here, continent Centennial, Laramie, Cheyenne, 5 to 10 inches possible, maybe a little bit higher, and up into Grave Springs up here as well. Looks like the highest totals that were down towards the Colorado-Wyoming border. As you go further south, you see in the higher terrain, especially just to the west and north of Denver, highest totals expected maybe 18, 20 inches in the higher terrain here. You see how Denver is 2 to 4 now. It was higher yesterday, although not a lot higher. It's likely due to antecedent warm conditions. I mean, it was 70 degrees yesterday here, right? So the road surfaces are going to be very warm. So we're going to have heavy wet snow for heavy snow for an extended period for that to overcome that right on the roads. The biggest threat, of course, is tree limbs and power lines snapping with this heavy snow. It's uncommon out here to have this heavy wet snow, which means the temperature and dew point spread isn't that far apart. And so the snowfall ratios are much less than what we would normally see out here. So the liquid equivalent is a lot higher. So that snow is a lot heavier, right? So when you have heavier snow on power lines like that, it weighs them down and they could snap. Trees could snap as well. So with the recent high winds and everything, the trees have lost their some of their foliage. And so you have all different things happening there with that as well. So let's move further south here. If I just get this to go further south, Colorado Springs 2 to 4, Monument 5 to 10, Rama. I don't know some of these areas that well. You see the higher terrain, even down to I said Utah earlier. I meant New Mexico, but I get these sticks screwed up sometimes. Apologize for that. But down into New Mexico as well. Could get some snow with this, although not expecting really heavy amounts here. And if you look at the Albuquerque, New Mexico snowfall forecast, and all these were through Thursday at 6 p.m. Las Vegas, right on the north side of Las Vegas, New Mexico. Interesting. I didn't know there was Las Vegas, New Mexico. Crazy. Anyway, that threw me off for a minute there. Cuba, New Mexico as well. Some interesting names here. Of course, we know about Roswell. Nothing expected there. T or C, another interesting name. Got some interesting names out here. Props to out here in New Mexico. Sholo. Man, who comes up with these names, man? It's pretty crazy. But appreciate that. I'm getting off topic here. Just interesting names in New Mexico. I don't usually cover this area, so it's pretty interesting to talk about. So to go over the actual snowfall totals, I was going to do the National Blend of Models here, which combines a bunch of models the National Weather Services uses to determine the amount of snow that's going to fall out west here. All right, so we're talking about New Mexico, Colorado, and Wyoming here. So to start off about 2 a.m. Eastern, 5 a.m. Eastern, let's just start here. Some cooler temps up to the north here in the higher terrain, but you see cooling off overall, right? Actually warms up to the southern part of this area, right? In the 50s, 60s maybe, okay? But you see Denver's already down to 39 as the cold air drains in from the north here. Cheyenne is already below freezing, all right? So, and you see the snowfall up here. Already got some snow, potentially heavy snow up here in the higher terrain. Moving to the south towards Denver, just to the west of Fort Collins here. This is 8 p.m. Snowfall totals on the right. Okay, accumulated total snowfall. It keeps disappearing here from the map, but sorry about that. So we go through Thursday, right? So Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Got some frames that are missing here for some reason. We see the colder temps out here in Denver area and Colorado, below freezing here into Thursday morning. And here's to the right here are your projected snowfall totals. And you see the bullseye here, right? California mountains are getting some too, but not as much as here in Colorado and Wyoming. So it looks like the highest amounts could be up here in the mountains, 40 inches. I don't know, that may be a little overdone. But you know, the systems out here are very difficult to forecast, and the forecast could still change today for totals here. National Blend of Models is interesting that it changed when I zoomed in, but um, more resolution as I zoom in. I don't know, but you see Denver, you got this heat island effect going on. Because interesting here, right? See that bullseye right over Denver, 32 degrees. So when we go back a little bit, that bullseye. And why is that bullseye there? Well, it's because it's a major metropolitan area and you have the heat island effect. So temperatures that would normally be about the same as the surrounding area. I don't know why this keeps glitching, but would be or a little bit warmer. So for the Denver metro, at least, might have some more melting before we get to heavier snowfall accumulations here. Heavier meaning a couple inches here. So we get into Thursday, 2 p.m. Look at that. Take the snowfall totals off. Warming back up nicely here. The snow will likely melt by mid-afternoon. Maybe stick around where the warmer temps are, or the cooler temps are, not the warmer temps, okay? Anyway, that's it for the National Blend of Models forecast. I'm going to go over timing real briefly as well. Discuss that real quick next. So this is a feature radar from the HRRR out west here in the Denver, Wyoming, and New Mexico area. Ongoing snow this morning. This is 9 a.m. up here in Wyoming, right? Potentially heavy getting going here between the border of Wyoming and Colorado, northern border here. Low pressure at the surface, Colorado low right here, right? And the thing is, you look at this, it's right here, right? So until it moves this way a little bit, the Denver area is going to be on the southerly flow with this. So you have some upsloping going over the mountains here as well, which is kind of fertogenesis going on up here as well, throwing some moisture over the colder air, right? So let's see what happens with this, how this evolves. 2 p.m., 5 p.m., that low finally moves out. And then we get some snow moving into the Denver area, but it takes quite a while in the overnight hours. And not a lot of coverage here in Colorado just yet. So let's just watch this here, see if it fills in. And eventually it fills in here in Colorado. And we get a little bit of snow into Kansas as well, it looks like, right? Overspreading and maybe some frozen precip down here to the south. Although not frozen precip, I mean like sleet, right? Sleet or freezing rain here. It's all frozen precip, right? The blues and purples here and stuff. Colder air to the north here, right? Kind of got off track. In the morning hours, looks like it's projecting to have snow tomorrow during the day. Not particularly heavy, but persistent. Whenever we get heavier snow bursts, could really bump up the precip totals very quickly here. That moves further to the south, and high pressure builds into the north here, ends it from north to south. So that's the timing for the snowfall out west here from the HRRR. Now let's compare it to the NAM real quick, another short range model. All right, so don't have all the 6Z run. So this is today at 5 a.m. roughly 11, 12. Going through the evolution of this. Surface low doesn't really show a surface low develop until later down here to the south, and arguably some heavier snow than the HRR shows, right? Overspreading the area to Wednesday and moving out by noon or so. Well, the overnight hours, wait, sorry, pretty much snowing all day Wednesday here, according to this, and then into the evening hours it tapers off, and the overnight hours it's out of there. So that's the timing from the two models, at least comparing them. Seems pretty reasonable what's going to happen, but as we know out here, these mesoscale, microscale features can really wreak havoc on precip totals and thermodynamic profiles and temperature profiles in the atmosphere. So interesting setup out here for May. That's all I got, guys, for the forecast for the west here for the snowfall. If you, I'm going to put out some more forecast packages for the severe weather possibilities in the east, as well as try to talk about the potential record heat out west here. And it's going to move into Colorado here eventually, in the coming days. So it's crazy to get this much snow and then back up and being warm in a couple of days from now. So we'll be talking all about that shortly. Hope you have a good day and God bless.